Good morning. Sorry, I didn't realise I was live then. I was just sitting waiting. It was telling me stuff. Just trying to get you set up somewhere so you're not going to fall over. That'll do it. Right. I know that I'm talking to myself right now, but if you're on the playback... Oh, now I'm hot. If you're on the playback, some housekeeping, which is... Oh, hello. Hey, Emmy. I was just thinking, that's odd. I've got a thumbs up, but no one's in. There's a lag. Crispy, morning. Yeah, the housekeeping is, as usual, obviously. I have another cold. That's why this eye is slightly more less bulbous than usual. Can't believe this winter I have about 1 or 2 days break and then another cold. Don't even know I'm doing it. Morning, Paul. Good timing, just sat down. Oh, lovely. Is it Simon or Faye or both? So, excuse me, so I'm going to be coughing and blowing my nose once all through this, so nice. Good morning, Jewel. And also, so now I've got the hoodie on because it's flipping cold. So we'll just start off with a little moan and I'm hot, so bear with me. So how is everybody else? I saw that SB Reselling, her birthday, and she's like, oh, I've got a cold. Oh no, scrub that. I've actually got COVID. So that's nice for her. Well, not nice, obviously. So am I the right way up? Because when you record, it's like that, and I'm live like that, and I don't know if that's correct. All right, Steph. So, Clementine, what a lovely name. Just deciding whether to go outsourcing or not. Well, it's damp here. Damp, and it's going to be damp and wet. Not in a good way. Yeah, I was going to go. I may still go sourcing, to be honest. I could do with it and could not do with it in different ways. Like I could do with getting out, but also I've always got jewelry stock I could list, but it's not fast moving. So really, I should go. But also, I feel like pants again. So it's tricky, isn't it? It's a tricky one. Morning, Catherine. How are you? So is anybody else going outsourcing? So this is the thing. Thought, get ready to ask me anything you like. Yeah, toss up, isn't it? Oh, Clementine Mandarin. Oh, is that your tube name? Yeah, ask me anything you like. I've said reseller related, but ask me anything you like if you want. Keep it clean, please. I'm off to paint. Oh, yes. Good luck with your renovations. Yeah, a lot of people painting walls at the moment. Sarah's doing hers, or Daryl's doing the walls. I am envious of, well, we'll get back to reselling in a minute, but I am envious, Sarah, if you're watching this, that Daryl just is straight away on stuff, painting walls. He's always there, isn't he? He's like, oh, let's do this, and straight away he's painting. I'd like that. Excuse me. So, yes. So much is happening this week in reselling. I'm going to get a tissue. Oh, God, lie. My box. Yeah. Oh, can you see down there? I don't know if you can see. I've started a mega puzzle, 1,500 piece Wentworth. If that doesn't get the house moving, I don't know what will. Having to abandon that. Funky nail. Morning sunshines. That's nice on this dreary day. Yeah. So ask me anything. I was meant to go sourcing for Amazon, but it's a bit miss out there. I know, but then it's the weekend and with no boots, and then the Chaz's being full of people at the weekend, it's like it's your last opportunity. And I had this bizarre theory, well, one of my stupid theories, to be honest, completely unfounded, that I felt in one of the towns near me where I go that they put out their best stock ready for the weekend. I know they do. I know it. I've got them. You know, so I went twice in 1 week to test out the theory. It's rubbish. They just put it out when they get it, I think. Like, because I'd gone on a Thursday or Friday and there was really great stock. The next week I tried it and I did 2 days to try and catch them up. No, it's not true. Oh, here we go. Are you worried your buyers will pull out after waiting so long? Oh, Michelle. I'm morning, Pawsey. Oh, it'll be good to get your take on some of this, the reselling goings on this week. Not goings on, things, news. Trousers don't know what their best stock is. It's true. Yes, in some ways, it's good for us that they don't. Am I worried about my buyers? Yes, they've been incredibly patient. They, for me, doesn't know, we're trying to move house. We accepted an offer on our house in March after about, I think it'd been actually on about 2 weeks, actually, for sale. So we did, that was great. However, yeah, that was March and now we're in October. So they have been waiting 7 months. They've been incredibly patient. And apparently just this week, they're starting to say, we want a timescale now. And that is absolutely fair enough. I do not blame them. I'd have pulled out by now. I don't have that patience. However, the flat that I'm buying, I could use a lot of expletives right now. You can fill in the blanks, some beginning with C, just C actually over and over and over, you can imagine. And I would direct that at my seller solicitor, the estate agents. This is like one of those I'd like to thank lists, but the opposite. So we have had some movement this week. Sorry. Yeah, I was pretty chuffed to bits, to be honest, that we've got the lease. So I'm just sitting scratching my back. We've got the lease sorted out because the seller solicitor had to make a lot of changes. They were refusing to do it. Now they've done it. They put on their big girl pants and sorted it out and made the amendments. So I've actually got a lease and I've actually got a contract. So I whizzed it down yesterday to sign those. So that's like major for me because it means when the stuff we're waiting for comes in, we're actually ready. So I've actually thought this might not even go through at points, which is pretty hopelessly depressing, and leads to about 48 hours in bed. But now I think it's going to happen now. However, we're now waiting on the land registry to sort some stuff out because he's a developer and there's some changes to the lease and that's been put into the land registry and I'm looking into it and it's saying it could be 4 weeks, could be 4 months. And his solicitor could have done an undertaking. Apparently it's very usual, but his solicitors refused. They did send it up to the supervisor. They refused yesterday. So we're waiting on the land registry now. If I can get in before Christmas, joy. All that's keeping me going at the moment is thinking about fairy lights and candles and coziness and watching Christmas films in the new flat. I'm like, that's my little vision at the moment. Right, there you go. That's an update on the flat. Hey, Caris, welcome. So yeah, ask me anything. Put your questions in. If not, I'm a bit half screen, aren't I? But I can't tip it forwards anymore. This will have to do. Yeah, ask me anything. So, here we go. What not or not what? I haven't been sent a referral code yet. Oh, I've got one if you want one. Card. Shall we go straight down to what not then? Morning, nice surprise. Thank you, Leanne. Nice to see you. So, as usual, right. So, Poshmark finished this week, which is very sad because we've all the ones that you've had about 50. Oh, sorry, being sarcastic. Yeah. So the people that were on it were very sad because actually, it sounds. I mean, Caris is in the chat. Caris, I know from Poshmark. So we've made some new friends, new connections, and it was very enjoyable. There was a lot of sad bits about it, about them not advertising and it going tits without trying. What kind of worms? Yeah. There also was there was a lot of strangeness in the reseller community well, I didn't see half of it because I'm not in the Facebook group where people go to chat about stuff. Try and stay away from drama. I do try and stay away from it, but if it's happening right in front of me, I do want to sit with my popcorn and just watch, like, for entertainment. But I'm not actively sticking myself in the middle of it. So I'm not in the Facebook group that I don't think I'm in it. I think I did join it once briefly to see what everyone was talking about. I think I came out of it. Pretty sure I'm not in it. But I don't go on Facebook much. But also so I heard a lot about, oh, there's a lot of stuff, chat about this, and I was like, oh, is there? Like, but I don't follow a lot of people on Instagram either, and if somebody's being a twonk, I just unfollow them. So I heard about people being, negativity and stuff like that. But man, I saw something yesterday that I was quite shocked by, actually. But I don't know if that's the sort of negativity people were talking about before, and I did unfollow somebody. Paris, I feel like people thought they had to be for or against Posh for some reason. Yeah, people felt like they had to take a side or an opinion on it. I don't understand. Yeah, what I can't work out with that is, it's like people saying, oh, it's fractured the community, and I'm like, has it? Like, surely not. But then I'm not following lots of people, and also I wanted to try it, so maybe that put me in the camp of, because I was positive for it, not understanding people not being positive for it. I get that. Something I do get is when one of these things come about, you do get plastered with, like the referral codes at the moment with Whatnot. Oh, this is terrible, probably, but I've muted some people because I can't constantly be watching stories of the same thing on repeat, and the same music coming up constantly. I can't, just does my head in. So I thought I'll just mute the stories for a bit till this dies down and we'll go back to normal life, because it just gets a bit much, because you see it on someone's story and then everyone shares it, and then that person shares it again, and oh god. So yeah, probably a lot of people will unfollow me and hate me now for saying that, but that's how I'm dealing with it. I'll come back to that in a minute about the advertising. What thread was I on? Oh yeah, so yeah, so also I know there was, so again, I only saw one person when Posh went under being a bit crowy about it, like, I thought that's just unpleasant, isn't it? Simon, depends how you view what it means to have a different opinion to someone else. I watched your video yesterday. I don't think it's divided the community. Yeah, that's not my opinion, by the way. That's what people were saying. Some people were saying. If anything, it's brought most people closer. Yeah. Twisted Ghost, Posh gave me bad vibes, so I didn't even download the app. Oh. Yeah. So following on from that, so there was that people were saying it's divided the community, and I think it's very school-like, isn't it? But then we put ourselves, it is like being at school, being in a community, I think, and because you're kind of all in it together, things seem to get personal, and that's, I think, where people start giving stuff out, and people get, some people are saying, oh, that's just my opinion, other people going, but I'm offended, and things sort of blow up. So yeah, some people are saying it's divided the community, and I don't know if I imagine, this is what I'm thinking, but I could be totally wrong, that people felt like if you weren't a part of this Posh thing, because it was being spoken about all the time, and it was from people that maybe they were used to different content and they were missing the other content, and like, but I'm not part of Posh, so I feel not slighted, what is it, marginalized or something, because I'm not part of it and you're all talking about it. And I can understand that maybe they feel I'm not part of it, and I feel what do you feel? Yeah, not part of the crowd anymore. That's what I'm thinking. Karis, there were pros and cons of Posh. People made connections they wouldn't have before and sold bits they might not have without the platform. Hey, Ross. Yeah, be interested in your opinions. Ask me anything. Yeah, totally. There's loads of positives. Obviously, the major negative was that they let it just go tits. The Posh crew didn't have an advertising budget, which is just so annoying. Good morning, Antoinette. Yeah, I loved Posh. I tell you what, it would, obviously, what would be really nice is for Posh to have taken off, and I would have, honestly, I'd said in one of my videos that really I should have been off Posh because I kind of did it as a social, because sometimes, you know, I'd probably sell like 2 items in a show, which is, compared to the bigger sellers, the successful sellers who's just sold out every time, you know, which I did at the start when there was a buzz. But obviously, if you don't bring new people on board, some of those sales would have been goodwill sales, and you can't be performing as a business from goodwill. That's not sustainable. Saw someone say that should have said. Saw someone say that should have. Oh, sorry, I've lost that. Karis, it's like a trigger word. We need to develop a safe word with posh discussions. Come, yeah, look away now if you don't want to be part of this discussion. Yeah, so then there's this other thing. So because people are now obviously voicing their opinions, everyone's entitled to their opinion as well. And some people are then saying, oh, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say your negative opinion. And I think you were pointing out, Simon, on your video, my keyboard's ruining my day, that, how did you word it? I think you're basically saying everybody's entitled to their opinion. Absolutely true. I think when I saw something yesterday, I thought, I think I know what the difference here is. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, of course. But when I saw something yesterday, I thought, my God, that's not just an opinion. That's like having a go at somebody. It's not like, your opinion can be negative, but what I saw yesterday was an attack. It was an attack on people, and I did unfollow this person. Rather, I was quite shocked by it, and I thought, my God, is that what everybody else has been seeing from other people? Because I just don't follow those people, and I thought that's the difference. Have an opinion, definitely, but to actually attack somebody on the internet, and well, that's like, I think if that's what people are seeing, I agree. That's really unpleasant, and please don't. And anyway, I just unfollowed. But I don't know for sure, because I don't know what everybody's been saying. Pawsey, I just stay away from any nuggy people. I just haven't got time for that, but allow anyone their own opinions. They just have no impact on me. Yeah, it's not, I don't mind. I mean, I always sound realistic. People go, you're pessimistic. And I go, realistic, pessimistic. So a lot of people would say I'm negative, but when I'm positive, it's full on positive. But there's a difference between actually attack. You know, what I saw yesterday was an assault on people, to be honest. Some of them were attacks. Yeah, I was. So if people have been saying that sort of stuff, wow, shocking. I think I know which story you're on about. Yeah, I screenshotted it because I wanted to say to somebody, like, have you seen this? I might put it in the chit chat thing. Only because I was sent it this morning. Yeah, it's probably that person was shocked as well. I've just unfollowed, and I thought, whoa. I think I saw that. Gonna check your IG to see if it's gone. Paul and Lou, I used it for about 1 month, one sale. I just saw the same people doing lives and selling stuff for a £5. Yeah. Yes, I got to a stage where I'm like, well, I've just got to source stuff incredibly cheap. It would have been okay to source it incredibly cheap and have lots of sales like that in one show, and that would, stack them high, selling cheap. That would work. Yeah, you're correct. A lot of things would go at starting bids. So then you go, oh, shall I just try starting it higher then, so that I can get something reasonable? And then lots of stuff just wouldn't sell. So it was very difficult. Everyone checking shelves, following. Yeah, stay here and chat to me, you naughty people. Pawsey, bless you for concern for others, but anyone can attack me if they like. I just don't care. If anything, it's a source for humour. God, you've got a good outlook. Because, I mean, it didn't upset me. It shocked me, and I thought, I don't need to see it, because it wasn't. Oh, hang on, was it personally at me? I was on Posh. Oh, hang on, I'm having a think now. What was it saying? Oh no, it wasn't personally at me, actually, because the thing they were complaining about I hadn't done yet. Question for Brekkie: should I have Marmite on toast or boiled shreddies? Oh, definitely Marmite on toast. Yum yum. Lots of butter, please. Hot toast. A big cup of tea, if you don't mind. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, blonde bracelets. Okay, I missed this person's story. Gonna need the I'll send you a screenshot if you like. Twisted Ghost says Depop still going. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. And I just excuse me. Depop. Sorry, Depop's still going. I think a lot of people stopped selling on it because the sales have gone down a lot, and then I think the people left on it started to get sales. People kept going, "I've got a Depop sale." Not sure of the future of Depop either, to be honest. God, we've had some platforms like we had Macari, didn't we, go under? Is there any more that have tried to break into the UK and not been successful? Yeah, Macari and Posh, obviously. I've shelved Depop because I just wasn't getting the sales. I've shelved Etsy similarly. Excuse me, I'll get some water if I need. Good morning, Donna. I never used Poshmark. Did they give a reason why they didn't advertise? No, and they fobbed us all off. Lots of us contacted them. I was told, I said, can I just ask, is there a marketing plan? Sorry for asking. Do you mind? Is there a marketing plan? Like, they were like, yes, there's things in the pipeline. Oh, there's lots of things coming up. Oh, yes. It was all positive bull crap, fob off. Oh, we've got lots of things planned. I think they did. The people that told me that did have things planned. What they had planned was parties, a tiny bit of advertising on Instagram to people who already followed them. They didn't have any external advertising plans, clearly. And the thing is, I think it's the same in the US. It's big there. I don't know if that's just because the US is so big, it was able to, because that was another thing. I thought if they opened up shipping to the US, I thought we might have a chance that way. But they didn't do that either. And they said they were going to do that and they didn't. So that was another thing that could have helped to get off the ground. So equally, yeah, talking about Whatnot, let me just scroll down and I'm going to tell you something about that. I so want to ask if it's the story I sent, but not opening that can here. I'll chat to you in a bit. Yay for extra butter. Shreddy's nil unless you're eating poison. He is eating special Marmite poison, Chris. Yum, yum. Simon, the one I saw was about people who don't use Posh being allowed to talk about it. Oh no, it's way worse than that, Simon. Way worse. That's nothing. That's fine. What is New Monday? Going nude in your house? I don't know. Oh, isn't that a men's selling site? Or am I getting that? Oh, that's New Man, isn't it? New Monday. I think I've heard of that. I don't know what that is. Is it an Etsy type thing? I think there's loads of like crafty things popping up, but I really hate to say this, but probably doomed to failure. I've never bothered looking exactly. Right. Morning, Chloe. I thought most people just lost money on Posh. Lots of people complained about it, and now everyone is so sad about it. Lots of us did lose money on it. Obviously, people that were very, very successful have moved over to Whatnot, and I am absolutely sure we'll be very successful there as well. It's not, there's something like people say, oh, you've got to have a following. And so Shell Resells will say, but I didn't have a following before Posh. However, if she only just started YouTube also whilst she was on Posh, but I think she may well blow up on YouTube because, but I think it's the same reasons why you might get a following are the same reasons why you might be successful on a live selling site. So quite clearly, I'm not going to be that successful because look, I'm quite happy to come on my gym jams looking like a steak with a cold. People don't really want to see that. They just don't. They want to buy something sparkly from somebody who looks beautiful. Quite honestly, have a think about that. That's my opinion. It's true. you look at who they use to advertise stuff and who are models and who. That's my opinion. So you don't necessarily need a following, but you need the type of character that would, or personality, or way about you that would get you a following elsewhere. It's going to get you a following on live selling. You don't need to start with it, but you just need to be that type of person, I believe. Yeah, I mean, I think overall, as I say, I think overall I lost money. Partly because I was clearing stock. I cleared lots of clothing at the beginning that I couldn't be faff with anymore, which was really great for me. Bizarrely, right at the end of Posh, because everybody's credits were hitting, and I even had credits hit after I could spend them, which was really annoying because I didn't get that many. So I had some purchases on the last night, and I was like, wow, I wonder if it would have been different if everybody had actually spent their credits. So I was like, oh, that's good. That helps. I don't know. I can't imagine really. If I probably broke even maybe in the end. I don't know. But yeah, I think lots of people weren't making money. A few people were very successful, and other people kept hoping for that kind of success, I feel, or were hoping like me that they would advertise and that would really help with everybody being more successful. And now everyone's sad about it. Yeah, we're sad because it was a very social platform. Don't know if you went on there, Bills and Moon, but so Chloe did, I talked about it, did a jewelry show, and it was so lovely, such a nice show. She had a little candle on and calm music, and I like looking at jewelry, and the other jewelry sellers on Posh went in there as well, and we were chit-chatting, and that's a nice stone, and it was just very pleasant. It was like a social, and that's why people are sad. Well, and also because we were hoping it would get bigger. Neil, did Poshmark launch internationally simultaneously, or has it been going in the US for years? It's been in the US for a few years. It was in Australia and India. It's in Australia for a few years. I don't know how long it was in India, but they closed Australia and India at the same time as the UK. It's been big in the US just as for natural sales that just happen without shows. Live shows have only just been launched in the US. I don't know how successful they are. Hi, Donna. Oh, what's your favourite candy bar? We already have got any favourite candy bar. What? I ate 2 double deckers in a row the other day, but that's not my favourite. That was just hopelessness. Not a bar, but frickin' heck, I eat Revels at the moment, the sharing bags. Lots of them. Ross, yeah, there was some gloating around Posh going under. Yeah, I didn't. It's like, oh, that's a bit. People are entitled even to gloat. It's a bit like, twisting the knife, isn't it? But not as bad as what I saw yesterday. And I was like, come on, folks, some nice people lost their jobs. Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah. It's just such a rolling shell, thank you. Donna, yeah, I think personality does have a key factor. Oh, totally. I mean, you're live selling, aren't you? I mean, I was thinking about it yesterday. I thought, QVC or people on the telly, they don't just employ anybody. They're like, is this person actually going to be likable? So I'm assuming anyone other than us is watching Big Brother. Vinted have done a fantastic job. Oh, I don't watch Big Brother. I think I heard that they're sponsoring it, are they? I've seen some other ads from Vinted though. My God, Vinted. The thing is, it's free fees. They are genius. I would say genius, because and it's so much easier to list on there. And the thing is, at the moment, it's still relatively smaller compared to eBay, for eBay. And, easier to list on no fees. Why would anybody that's not a reseller and not trying to do it just sell their bits, put it on eBay rather than Vinted? And unless you can't actually, you're not allowed to list that thing on Vinted. Why would they? So, and also then you get your little credits and then you can spend those. It doesn't feel like spending money. Excuse me. Yeah, good luck to Vinted. I think it's stunning. Didn't sell my rainbow rug though to me. It's still there. You can see it in the background. There we go. My massive Wentworth puzzle. Pawsey, I disagree. I'm here because I enjoy watching you and I will continue to come back. Your follower. Oh, thank you. You just press something I shouldn't have done then. Or you come on and go, oh God, I'll listen to it as a podcast. Neil, question. If I give you my Glasgow reg number, can you try for tickets for me in a couple of... Yes, of course. I've lost my... I will. I've lost my paid gig there. Oh, word. What? Neil, I've just realised what you're saying. You're joking. Oh, you have to tell me about that. I'm going to have to try for the fam first, but then I can try, or if they get through already, then I can get, give me your details, of course, because I don't think I'm going. I'm not trying, I don't think. Oh man, I'll miss those shows. Yeah, certainly. Bills and Moon, no, never went on there. I still have, or did have the £20 voucher. Yeah, I think it's a shame because £20, you could have bought some nice silver jewelry from me for nothing. That all those vouchers didn't get spent. We'll miss your face, Chloe. Donna, I did high hopes for Posh, and even though I didn't have huge amount of sales, I did feel positive about it. We were all positive about the future. That was the thing as well. Killed our little dreams. Good morning, Rosie. How are you? Possibly 2 double-deckers in a row. Is that a quad-decker? Yeah, it's like a Harry Potter special bus decker, isn't it? I used to do that with, I will go back on a minute. I used to do it with chunky, they still do chunky Kit Kats because they're quite light. So I'd eat one and I'd go, it's not quite hit the spot. And then I'd eat another one. And then I'm like, now I feel sick. That's the right amount. I don't know what's the matter with me. Chris, I'm enjoying the V platform at the moment. V is my best bud. Oh, Simon, they're really pushing preloaded. They had a fashion show yesterday and it was a great ad. Oh, on the Big Brother, the Vinted. Preloaded. Pause it. It's not free fees. Oh, sorry, free. Yeah, sorry, free for the seller. The buyer pays the fees. It's just different business model. Yeah. I meant, why wouldn't people list their stuff on there as a seller? So yeah. But then also, like you pay the fees as a buyer, but if you pay for them with your credits, you don't feel like you're spending money. Pre-loved. Oh, they're pushing pre-loved. Oh, brilliant. That's great. See, that's just a good thing for life, isn't it? For the environment and everybody. Donna, the trouble I find with V is a lot of buyers want things for next to nothing. A lot of people say that. And you're right. I get some weird lowballers sometimes. And I do obviously sell stuff, my own stuff, cheaper on there than I would anywhere else. But then I've also had some very reasonable sales on there. And sometimes I think, well, if people have sold their own stuff, they might just not even want to look on another platform because they've got that kind of feels like free money in their pot. But I've had some very reasonable sales, not really jewelry, but some of the clothing. I'm trying to think what else. I've had some good sales. And I did share once, maybe on my Insta a long time ago, and some people were like, oh, okay, maybe I'll try again. I'll have to dig out some stuff to show you, to be honest. It's worth putting in more expensive stuff on there as well. Excuse me. Yeah, do fan first offs. Yeah, I might be lucky. Pawsey, Donna. Oh, that's because they're covering fees too, buyer protection fee. Ron, would you consider a part-time job as a buffer for you and the girls? I have considered it. Yeah. I really don't want to. I feel like, But then I'm such a mess at the moment. There's been so much stress, obviously. We've still got a bit of stress going on with the divorce, which has not gone through yet. It's on hold. Judge is looking into some stuff, so that's stressful. Obviously the house has been major stressful, and some days I'm just in a pit and I can't imagine having to get up and put on a face. But obviously that hopefully will change. Yeah, I mean I will, and if it comes down to it, then I'll do what I need to do. I always have, you know. Karis, we're always able to decline offers, yeah. Oh well, I mean that's another great thing about V is that they can offer, yeah, you can decline it or you can just leave it sat there. Sometimes I think I might come back to that and like see what like response I'm getting before I decide to accept it, and then accept it at a later time. Like, yeah, no, actually I will accept that, and then they buy. I mean, and also I love that you can accept an offer, but it doesn't take it off of the market, so somebody can still buy it if they don't actually pay. MEI cross list at the same price as eBay on V. Oh wow, that's, yeah, I did hear, I think the luxury book is saying you should keep it the same prices everywhere. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Although I don't have much. Thing is, I don't have much anywhere. I've got like, now Posh is gone, I've literally honestly got about 20 listings anywhere. Yeah, about 20 things. I'm literally like I'm buying stuff that is surefire going to sell, and then I reduce it till it disappears. I'm really operating on a minimalist listing level at the moment, partly because of moving. I don't want a big stock, but also I just want to keep on top of that stuff until it goes, and not fill up my shop with, or just have millions of listings getting out of hand, which I used to do fine as well. But I'll do a video on that at some point and see how that plan, that strategy is working for me. Twisted, I've just started to clear my own craft stock on Vinted, so easy and quick. Oh, can you do craft stock? Because I know you can't sell cross stitch on there. Good morning, Kath. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, Shelster. Thank you. Happy Friday. I do like V as a relatively easy platform. God, it's so easy, isn't it? Oh yeah, so who's joined Whatnot? Let me know. Donna, I joined Whatnot yesterday and I'm totally befuddled by it. So I've joined. I haven't put out my referral code. I imagine some people are going to make thousands in credit from that. I haven't put it out because I haven't made my mind up about it. That's partly why I came live, actually. I wanted to ask people what their opinions are on Whatnot. Also, let's move on. I want to ask about the summit as well. Yeah. What are people's opinions? What are your opinions on Whatnot? So I've joined it. I actually applied before the Posh news, like a few days before, because I thought maybe I'm not doing that great on Posh. Maybe Whatnot's a bigger thing. They verified me and just said, but we'll put you on hold for live selling. And they came back to me immediately to say that. And I think there might be a little bit of a wait now because obviously everyone's applying. Because I was in the daily refinement group. Well, I'm still in there. I'll talk about that in a minute as well. I watched all the old recordings, their Zoom calls of people on Whatnot and how they were finding it. And, oh yeah, to answer Simon's question, I don't think Whatnot advertise either. By looking what has happened in the US, they keep saying, why don't they advertise? And very similar to what's happened with Posh here, some people are saying, I can't get enough people into my shows, why aren't they advertising? And they definitely rely on small influencers or bigger relatively small, I suppose, reselling influencers to spread the word for them, which is what Posh were doing. That was their strategy here. And we were like, but why don't you advertise like Vinted? Well, we know it's really expensive, but as a result, it went under. So no, I think they're going to rely on, which is why when you apply for Whatnot, it says, what are your social medias? What's your biggest following? And they want to know that. And so hence, people with a very big followings are straight, what do you call it? It's not waterboarded onboarded. Okay. You know what I mean? They're straight on. They haven't even had to apply. They've just taken them straight in, because obviously they have a lot of followers and they can spread the word. They can influence people. I forgot what the question was. Yes, so no, I don't think they'll be advertising, and I can't remember what that started. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've joined, but I'm not sure yet. Kath, I can't do Whatnot as I need things big to see them, and Whatnot won't cast the TV. Getting old sucks. Oh God, live. Yeah, I gave my glasses away because I was like, I just don't like them anyway. If it's not in big writing, I'm not reading it. Oh God, I'm terrible. Good morning, Kirsty. I just think there's a worry it will go down the same route as Posh. Oh, Yorkshire Thrift. Hello. Yes, this is that's my fear in the back of my mind. That's one of my fears is right, I've got a couple of fears. Yeah, with Whatnot. So it started off, has it just been this year? I don't know when it arrived, but it started off with trading cards. And I think it's big business on trading cards. Also, I know Chris, car boot reselling Chris, is doing okay on there, but he has popular culture stuff, and that's going okay. I think he does one show a week. He's not going, oh well, it's brilliant, but he's saying it's doing okay. I know they're doing luxury handbags. So the lady Refined Rarities that came up briefly, she did one show on Posh. I don't know if she even sold anything, just maybe her small sale that she did at low start. She moved to Whatnot, loads of sales. So that was brilliant for her. But they haven't officially opened up to clothes yet. But obviously there were some clothing sellers from Posh, like so Lola and Pete will be doing their rag house thing, which I've said before is an absolutely genius business model. And I think it will be very successful on Whatnot. I think all their buyers will come with them, obviously, and that's what everybody wants. That's what Whatnot wants. They want them to bring their following. And also, so Pawsey, you're on not. Am I right in thinking that you're on Whatnot to sell, as is who else? So Shell resells the luxury pickers. So one of the Deb Smith. So I could ask you how you got on there. I'm not going to do that. So I think they might test it out with clothing through some bigger sellers, and then they might start dribbling people on. I don't know. What was the question? Worry. Yeah, so there is a worry it might go down the same way as Posh. Obviously, if you don't spend out a load of money on stuff and it's only stuff you've already got in stock, then that's not a worry, because if you're selling on there, although you invest your kind of hopes in it, that would be crap. But if you don't lose money on it, then that's good. I think the fees are lower than Posh, I believe, overall, because it's something like 12%, is it, plus some like 30 pence per listing or something like that. So it's lower than Posh, it's lower than eBay these days, with all the promoting you have to do. So fees, it's okay. My other personal worry is, I wasn't really that successful on Posh, so why would I be successful on Whatnot? It's the same sort of thing, isn't it? And as I was saying, you need to have that about you that people want to buy from you. So although I've joined, I haven't given out a referral code. And so before everybody started joining, I had applied, but now I'm thinking, do I want to really put myself through that of questioning, so why aren't I getting the sales? They're doing it fine. So how come, what am I doing wrong? Am I on at the wrong time? So I did also, should I go with the evening? Should I go the weekend? I think a lot of people do. Is it just that I'm on at the wrong time? Is it just that I'm not cut out for live selling? So that's what I'm a bit I don't know if I want to put myself forward again to have to go through all of that questioning. So that's why I haven't really spoken about it on, put my referral code out, but I'm going to talk about it now. But I wanted to know everybody's opinions on it. Morning, Mel. Hope you're well. Ask me anything, by the way, chat about anything. Neil, anyone else feel there are too many fledgling selling platforms and we're just lab rats, cheap beta testers? Well, we are cheap beta testers, but we're doing it on and they're not forcing us. We're doing it on the hope that it will take off, aren't we? And that's the other thing. I think everybody on Posh was like, great, when at the beginning, when it takes off, this is going to be amazing. Oh, so you're not taking off, you're actually closing. Oh, bugger. Simon joined Whatnot about a year ago, applied for toys category, I think. Didn't hear anything since. I've watched a couple of shows, but it's not my favourite thing to do. Yeah, I mean, I've watched some of the US. I don't think, generally, we're a different market to the US. And I've watched some of the jewelry selling shows. The US ones, my God, they're fast going. And we're not going to be, the UK market will not be sold to in the same way, in my opinion. Some of them are eye-opening, very fast moving and quite, so fast moving. It's quite, wow. Hello, Mr. Meme Guy. Twisted, are you going back to jewelry? I loved your morning shows during lockdown. You got me motivated. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Well, I kind of, Posh ignited my realizing how much I love doing jewelry, but once again, I've realized it's so hard for it to be profitable selling jewelry. I've started posting like daily on Insta because I thought, well, I've got this stock, so I'm going to see if I can sell it, on Insta. And the bizarre thing is I accidentally posted it also to my Facebook, which I don't go on Facebook. And I was getting people messaging me saying, oh, I responded on your Facebook, but blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, they mean Insta. They'd like WhatsApp me. I was like, that's not the I'm about, And then I went on to join a group for something on Facebook, and I saw these notifications and people commenting on stuff. I'm like, what the F? And I hadn't even realised I'd posted to Facebook, and people going, oh, what size is this? And could I have those ones? I was like, oh, I felt really embarrassed that I'd accidentally posted to Facebook, not knowing. But bizarrely, I've had some sales this week, like maybe 8 sets of earrings, and a couple of people that I know from donkeys years ago are popping round to pick some earrings up. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I should carry on posting to Facebook as well, my daily, because obviously not everybody's on Insta. I was like, that's strange. And then I was like, because if I posted something on Facebook for sale, I'd have always put it in a group before, and I would never have thought of just putting it on my profile, because I kind of thought it was spamming. But people I don't post anything else, so maybe it's not spam. But I said, maybe I've been missing a trick here. Maybe my market, the people who want to buy jewelry that I can offer at the price I can offer it, are actually on Facebook and not on Insta or Posh or whatnot. So it's got me thinking that. I'd love to do jewelry again, but we'll have to see. Simon, if they're not doing advertising either, what is the difference with Poshmark? Resellers selling to resellers again? Well, that's the fear. Apart from the people that do have a following that they'll bring with them already, that bought from them on Posh and will buy from them on Whatnot. So they will clearly be able to be, Charlie, Pete, Lola, Luxury Bookers, Shell, Resells. I think they will automatically also be successful on Whatnot, and good luck to them. I would love to be that successful. But yes, for other people, the likes of me, I feel it could be I think it could be similar to Poshmark. That's probably people will say, oh, don't be negative. Oh, that's pessimistic. But I feel that might be realistic. But I'd love to be proved wrong. Kath, did I miss something? I see that, Neil. I hate being told what to do by beautiful, bright young things. Did I miss something there? Oh, yeah. Well, and the other thing is, of course, I can see why it gets some people's tits that you're getting bombarded by the codes, but then I get that's marketing, isn't it? Paul, I ain't going to bother. It's going to go same way with no advertising. Take years to be a household name, and the name is shite too. Yeah, this is the other thing. Again, people haven't heard of Whatnot. Like, I kept asking people, have you heard of Poshmark? And if they hadn't heard from it, if they hadn't heard about it from me, they hadn't heard of it. Pawsey, correct. I'm just a washed up imposter. Pawsey, don't miss what I'm saying. See, you're building your little following, weren't you, on Posh? So I think the people that liked watching you there will also come across. Yeah, you shouldn't have imposter syndrome. Good morning, Jane. And please don't, because my God, please don't take anything I've said. I don't mean anything offensively, okay? If I've worded it incorrectly. Really. Jane, Shelley, I hope the lives are in the evening too, as normally at school during the day, currently half term. Yeah, it's like Posh, they can be scheduled any time. Oh, that's so interesting. Thanks for saying that. They reached out to me. That's from Pawsey. That's really interesting. Thank you for saying that. That's very interesting indeed. So maybe the Whatnotters were watching Posh before it went under to see who they wanted to, because actually Lola said they were in chats with Whatnot before Posh went under. So maybe they were already, well, either had an inkling or were planning to approach people anyway. Sorry, I missed the start of the chat. What platform are the Posh live sellers moving to Whatnot? Miss my evening entertainment. Yeah, they're going to Whatnot. I'll tell you, for some entertainment tunes, some of those US jewelry shows, they are, well, Neil just got a message from eBay. Oh, I've got that Join Our Expressions panel message as well. To shape the future of eBay. Yeah, I do remember Caroline Mrs. M saying, getting annoyed in the end because she was giving her opinion, it was being ignored. She was like, we're all giving our opinion, but you're ignoring it, so what's the point? Is there a panel to fix the item specifics for wittery shambles? That would be handy, wouldn't it? Georgie, good morning. Donna, might be worth doing the Facebook thing. I have a specific Facebook group for my web store. Oh. I'm so out of touch with Facebook, you see. I just went all into Insta and thought I can't do everything. I need to think about it. Kath, it's funny how we are going back to auctions. There were loads around here for all sorts, e.g. cattle, jewellery, antiques, toys, bric-a-brac, that have all gone back to fixed prices. Oh. Simon, our Instagram stories will be telling us it's the next big thing. But if I log into my personal Instagram, I wouldn't have ever heard of Whatnot. Yeah, so I've just spam everything into one. Well, I've got the jewelry Insta. I tried to keep that away because I knew that would be spamming people, but then everything else is all in one thing. Good point, though. No one's heard of Whatnot unless they've heard it from us, and that is a worry. I'd love it to take off though, but it's a worry. Georgie, booked my ticket for the summit. Oh, that's something I wanted to ask about. Who's booked their ticket? You must be loaded, G. They're always worth watching. Yeah, the shows. If you do lives of any, from Pawsey, if you do lives of any sort, never underestimate who might be in your viewer number. They're not just numbers. Oh, that was and not just a number. That used to be a show, didn't it? They're not just numbers. They're individuals and could surprise you if you really knew who's watching you. That's majorly interesting, Pawsey, to have said about them reaching out. Majorly interesting. And well done to you. Yeah, I guess you're allowed to say they reached out to me. I would put that information out there if I were you. I think that's interesting and well done. Emmy, I've booked for the summit. Yeah, who else has booked for the summit? So that's something I wanted to ask. If I finish talking about Whatnot for now. Yeah. Also, yeah, so Daily Refinement, obviously this week, I don't know if not everybody will know, but so he had a partnership with Tech and Sports, and Tech and Sports has started his own reselling group on Facebook. And so, like, because, right, so the backstory is Rockstar Flipper in the US has put out a video calling out or accusing Chris Lynn, Daily Refinement, of doing some underhand things on Whatnot, selling stuff and not sending the merchandise and not processing the refunds. Given the amount of thousands and thousands and thousands stuff he's selling, that mistakes could happen. However, I'm guessing he's consulting his lawyers, so there's drama about that. However, so Tech and Sports and Chris Lynn, so their Daily Refinement group, the Daily Refinement group's continuing, but Chris, I think some people are going to be in both their groups, and we don't know why, and they've said they're all on good terms, so it might be because of the legal stuff that might be going on that Tech has to, it's safest for him to distance himself. So that's been going on. I'd already edited down to just not to be in the calls, but just to have access to the Patreon regular chit chat calls between Chris and Tech. So I think I've still got credit for that. So I'll just wait and see what they put out and decide whether I'll carry on. It's only like $5 a month to listen to those, like 1 or 2 podcasts a week. So there's that happening. And I also feel for everybody that's very invested in the groups, actually, because that must have been quite a head for them to like, what's going on and what should I be doing? And I know James Boldfine said he's going to be in both the groups because he gets different things from each of them. So yeah, I feel a bit for them. Let's just go back. Pawsey, well done, or maybe not. We shall see if I smash it or destroy it. But thanks for your well done. I think you're going to be all right, because I think you were building your following. Do you think? I think you're building your following, because you just started doing more shows, haven't you? Kara's just come back. Hope you're okay, Pawsey. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, God alive, I really hope I haven't offended anybody. Please, I really, just DM me if I've said something out of turn or I've worded something crap in a crap way, because I know that I have a tendency to do that, and I really haven't. I hope. There's one person that I've unfollowed yesterday that I wouldn't have minded being offended by what I've said, but because I thought they were out of order, but nobody on here. So please, if I've upset anyone, please just DM me. And sorry. What's that? Madman in my visions. Hello, I'm up late at night with nothing better to do, and I'm here to cause problems and chaos. Oh, welcome. I'm causing enough problems and chaos by myself. Pawsey, I'm not putting anything out there or not out there, having a chat with you because I enjoy your opinions. Okay. Don't give a flying funk what. Oh, yeah. Anybody else thinks? Fair enough. Yeah. I think unfortunately, I would love to go around not caring what anybody thinks, but like how sometimes somebody upsets your day or gets in your bubble. I'd love to be able to keep that stuff out. I think the thing is, sometimes you would care about some people's opinions. If you really don't care about somebody, like, I don't really care about your opinion, but if you maybe had respect for somebody, or then it's more upsetting. Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Make heart, please. Okay, so yeah, Summit. So I guess, are you going Summit, Pawsey? So I I mean, it might have sold out by now. I haven't booked my ticket. I have reserved a room. I've already reserved a room because I thought I was going to go, and I thought I might go on a day trip, stay the night and come back. The price this year, I did think, I thought it was going to be 50 quid again. And I was like, money is starting to mount up now with 76 for a ticket plus the train fare and the accommodation. I'm like, God, I could actually go away for a weekend for that or do something. So do I want to do it? And yeah, I don't. So I'm looking at the speakers as well, and I know it will be because I've changed my kind of strategy for reselling, and I'm trying to get back to basics and remember what I need to do for me. I am very influenced by people. I'm like, I don't want to scale. So actually, should I be going to the summit? Because I know I'd come away going, I'm going to scale. I'm going to order pallets. I'm going to do this because I go, and that's not actually. I've got to try and keep a grip of what is right for me, and it's really hard to remember. Shell, that's not what you want to do. Like, so I don't know if it's for me, and that's why I haven't booked my ticket because I'm like, actually, am I just going to get influenced into trying to be something I'm not? Because I'm just really, okay, I'll do that. I'm really led, and I get very enthused by things, and so it might not be the thing for me. So I haven't booked my ticket yet. You'll be there. Hi, Shell. I've just been talking about all things. Congrats on getting to Whatnot as well. I'm just saying, I think you'll be very successful. Obviously, you're successful on, and I was talking about followings as well. You can watch back if you like. Disclaimer as well, if I've offended anybody, I apologise. I didn't mean to. You're speaking at the summit, actually, aren't you, Shell? But yeah, see, you're scaling as well, and you're at a different time to me, so I just don't know whether it's the right thing for me. I mean, because last year I thought, I think I'll go next year just for the social, because I wouldn't mind the social and chatting to everybody. But I did think, my social, doing it just for social, the cost is starting to mount up. So do I want to do it? And same Shell about disposable income. Yeah, I've no doubt it's useful. And certainly if you're trying to scale, I think it could be really good. And also you're making kind of relationships, contacts that are useful for support and stuff. So I've almost talked myself into it, as long as I haven't imploded in the meantime. Neil, yes, I think that I've been on an hour, so right, I'm off to rummage around dead people's stuff at the local auction viewing. Lovely. You go and smell that lovely dead person aroma. We're going down a bad route now. You all have a joyous weekend, and you. Thanks, Neil. So if I chatted about everything that I was going to chat about, last chance to ask me anything you like. I'm guessing, Shell, that dead person, that kind of musty, like, old person smell. Oh yeah, that's got some age. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, only one thing about the Insta Lives. I know some people have started doing those. I presume, because I know that there's like some way of selling on Insta, like having a proper shop, but does anybody actually have one of those? I guess it's a way of being able to take the money, they take the money for you, but does anyone actually have one of those? Because I've never seen anything about them. So when I do my Insta selling, like on Shell Storini Jewellery, I just DM people and say, right, here's how to pay. And that's how I always used to do it. And that's the thing I miss from Posh, and what would be good. What's good about the platform as well is everybody's all in the same place selling. So you can tune in and you can go, I can buy from them then. It's easy to pay. You've got some protection. And as a seller, you've got that format of the money being taken for you as well. Whereas I'm having to go, oh, right, that's £12, and here's my payment details to people on, and it's very obviously clunky and a lot slower to manage it. So that's the thing with the Insta selling. A lot of people are saying, oh, I'll sell on Insta, but it's never going to be as successful because it's so clunky and it's not streamlined in terms of paying and taking the payment, which is a shame. But at the moment, I'm going to put I've got some really nice bits of jewelry actually to put on there today, some reseller bundles, I think, of silver, some butterfly wing stuff. I know it's old stuff. So I'm going to put that on today. Karis, I don't know if anyone asked, are you going to apply for Whatnot Selling? Yes, sorry. I actually applied before Poshmark went under because I was thinking, oh, well, I enjoy this. It doesn't seem to be working that well. Maybe I'll try Whatnot. And they verified me straight away and then said, we'll put you on hold because we're not doing jewelry at the moment. So now I'm thinking, oh, maybe they'd seen one of my shows and gone, we'll put you on hold, Flower. We'll get back to you. Yes, I'd already applied before everything kicked off. So, and I'm now thinking maybe live selling just isn't for me. You know, maybe accept that. So we'll see if there was if they opened up to jewelry and some other people went on and it looked, you know, like it was going to be viable, then to be honest, why wouldn't you give it a go if it's free to go up? Well, no, yeah, I think I've said the reason you might not give it a go is because it's quite hard to go through thinking this isn't really working. So that might be why that's why I haven't fully gone in and gone, here's my code, because I'm not sure it's going to be for me. The other thing is I did spend far too much money on Poshmark buying from people's shows, and I need to be a bit careful and not get sucked in and not, you know, no one's forcing you, but you know, I get carried away so I need to be a bit careful with buying stuff. Emmy, you have to have your own website, I think. Oh, okay. Keeping everything cross for you. Thank you, Karis. Pawsey, Shell, thanks for your honesty and opinions. Yeah, it's very honest and raw. So, people are used to that are already subscribed. Got a dip to take Granny D out. Lovely. Hope she's wearing a ring. Jane, live selling is for you. Show you were great. Oh, thank you, Jane. Oh, thank you, Karis. Just stop, but no, don't stop. Oh, that's really nice. I think it's like this thing, though, isn't it? Obviously, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and you want to be successful. You want to be lots of people's cup of tea, and not just the minority's cup of tea. Chloe, it hits your ego when you don't sell anything. Thank you, Chloe. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Straight after a show, if it's been, you know, not many people came, it is very like, oh, it does hit you. Mark used to speak about that, like putting a load of effort in and then it being a bit disappointing. So you are putting yourself out on a little plate. So yeah, I think that's maybe I might be a bit hesitant for that reason. Like, do I want to put myself forwards again? Karis, Chloe didn't like my last couple of shows for a joke. What? Jones asking Chloe, you're going on to Whatnot? I see Chloe's got an account. Have you applied? I guess so. No, Mel, you're my cup of tea. Thank you, Mel. Mel, do we have a video in the offing? Karis, I don't like tea, but you're my cup of hot choc. Oh, speaking of which, it's cup of tea time. Do you know what? Thanks everybody for tuning in. That was really impromptu, and I'm really glad I popped on. It's been good chatting with you. Oh, you were great on. Oh, bless you. I'm almost embarrassed now. Editing a vlog this afternoon. Get in. Video from Mel coming. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks so much. This will get saved, obviously, and I'll chat to you all soon. Oh, sorry, I've applied, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh, I'd love for you to I'd love for there to be a little UK jewelry community on there as well, amongst the other communities. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye, don't die.